All right, friends, if you didn't hear correctly on that news story, here it is. The Inc. 5000, the magazine, the publication, the big old fancy thing that you see on newsstands everywhere. Inc. magazine has recognized Hatch Realty as the 918th fastest growing company in the United States. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to give themselves a round of applause. Let's hear it for our leadership team at Hatch Realty, guys. Beautiful. I love it. Nothing like giving yourself a pat on the back. That's really exciting. In fact, you're applauding for one another. We have 4 people in studio with us. I want you to each introduce yourselves. Tell us what you do at Hatch Realty because it's really special and important.
Yeah, my name's Robert Trefether, and I've been on the radio show a couple times before. I was an ISA, now I kind of help lead the team.
What's an ISA, Robbie?
Inside sales agent. So when you call the office and you reach out to our team, we're always the first person that you talk to see how we can best help you out.
Perfect. So that's Robbie T., one of our leaders at the company. Rachel, you're on the hot seat.
Well, like Erik said, my name is Rachel Johnson. Recently
newly married,
yeah. 2 weeks. And I am the office manager and helping out with expansion as well.
Rachel Johnson. That sounds exotic now.
So exotic.
Yeah, so exotic. It's a new last name. It's throwing us for a loop.
I am Angie Nelson, and I am the managing broker for Hatch Realty.
And Angie, you have been with us on a wild ride. Is that correct? I mean, you've been
That
with
is
me.
correct.
You've been with me longer than anybody in this room.
Right.
So do you have a screw loose?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, Angie, story is this: is we've had a rise and a fall and then a rise again. Did you ever think we'd be number 918 in the country for growth?
Oh, wow. Actually, I kind of expected to see some growth like this, but like 918th, that is incredible.
That's in the country for all businesses, not just real estate, in the country for all businesses. Props to you, Angie. You've been a rock in our life, so thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Erik, for having me on the team and for the incredible opportunity.
Oh, it's my pleasure. We have one more in studio with us. Hit us.
I am Mark Hedlund. I am a listing agent with Hatch Realty.
And Mark, you have some incredible success. You're the top selling realtor in the entire state. Is that right?
I guess that's what you tell me.
How many homes did you sell last year, Mark?
124.
124 homes. That doesn't happen very often. The average realtor sells about 10 houses a year, and here Mark is going 12 times over that. I want to jump to Robbie here quickly. Robbie, you've been a rock for our team now for the last 2.5 plus years, and you've really helped with leadership and expansion. How did we grow to 918? Because our growth, do you remember our percent growth over the last few years? What does Inc. 5000 say?
Just over 400%.
So our growth as a team has been over 400% in the last 3 years, I believe, are the measurable statistics. How in the world have we done that, Robbie?
I think it comes down to a couple different things. One is absolute great leadership. It all stems from you, and we don't give you enough credit sometimes.
Oh, thanks, Boo.
You're welcome. We can hug later.
Do we have to?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, great leadership. That's really where it all stems from. But we just have a team of rock stars. We got people with big whys that every single day that are pushing towards, something, some big goal, whether it's getting out of debt, buying that new home for their family. Everyone has something that they're pushing towards. And then we have a collective why of just helping people in our community, not just buy and sell homes, but really helping them through their issues. Because buying and selling itself is so complex and can be such a tough thing to navigate. We just have people that want to help those people through that process.
Now, thanks for sharing that, Robbie. I'm going to pull Rachel up to the mic. Rachel, we have a saying at Hatch Realty that we're in the business of helping people, but...
We happen to sell houses.
Right. We just happen to sell real estate. Our business is not real estate, is it, Rachel?
No, it's really not. It's all about helping the community, specifically our clients, navigate, like Robbie said, through buying a house. And it's really fun to do that in a various manners throughout the year.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Rachel, you joined us fresh out of college, right?
Correct.
And you are not the quintessential millennial who's going to go and job hop and want the world as your oyster because you just showed up and had a pulse, right? How is Hatch Realty a place that has drawn you in and kept you around?
Well, one is you, the leadership.
Wow, this sucking up today is so nice. I love it.
But really, the opportunity that is here, it unfolds every single day with new opportunities that you allow us to pursue with all of our hearts, and that's really, really the best blessing for us.
Well, it's been so fun to see the individual growth of each of us, and it's happened. I want to go back to Robbie here for just a second. Robbie, what were you doing before you came into our world?
I worked on various political campaigns.
And you were making how much a year?
If I was lucky, $24,000 per year.
And that's with a college degree?
Yes.
And you have a wife?
Correct.
And a kid?
I had a kid on the way at that point.
And you have another kid on the way right now?
Yep, 2.
So how is
not twins? Don't take that the wrong way. The second,
a second child.
Yes.
Okay, otherwise, we're going to talk here.
Yeah.
So your stars have changed since you came to work here, and I'm not talking financially, Robbie.
Right.
Although you're making way more than you were making previously. And you're now taking care of your family. But how is this different for you?
When I was growing up, when I was growing up, and at that point, I had no real passion and I had no direction. And now I have a huge sense of belonging, a part of something that's just almost surreal, to be honest, to be a part of a company that's truly outstanding.
And that passion, Robbie, spills over, and it's one of the reasons why our growth has been so exponential. It's one of the reasons why we're number 918 in the country for growth. I'm going to keep you all around. We're going to have you come back after the break. I want to talk more about this because there's something special in our sauce, and I'm so excited about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, go to livefargomoorhead.com, find out what your home is worth, or give us a call at 369-4839. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio. As always, I'm your host, Erik Hatch, and in studio with me, we have the Hatch Realty leadership team, and we're celebrating being the 918th fastest growing company in the United States, everybody! They love being woo girls, so that's always really fun. The big announcement, the thing that we're celebrating all day, is that Hatch Realty is not nominated, but we've been recognized as the 918th fastest growing company in the United States. Our growth over the last 3 years has been over 430%. There's a lot of tech companies in front of us, hard to keep up with the tech world, but we as a real estate company have been growing exponentially. Angie, I want to bring you up to the microphone. Angie Nelson, managing broker at Hatch Realty. We've been recognized as a group for a number of awards over the last few years. Do you remember some of them? Because I love hearing how we can celebrate our group.
Oh, what awards? Yeah, there's been several of them. Right off the top of my head.
Oh, she's digging.
I know
digging.
there's a cabinet full of them in the front lobby.
Yeah, here's the fun thing is that I've been recognized the last 3 years as the top realtor in town. Yeah. How'd you forget my award?
I don't know. It's on my email signature.
That's right. Angie, I want you to know that award, we can put my name on it, but I'm a mascot at this point. I'm the guy who helps out with some marketing and oversees the team. But that's your award, Angie. That's your award, Robbie. That's your award, Mark. That's your award, Rachel. That's an award for the people of Hatch Realty. We got recognized. Do you remember how we ranked for top teams in the country this last year?
We were top 50.
Yeah, we're in the top 50 teams for real estate in the entire country for number of transactions closed. And that's based on what we did in 2015. How are we doing for 2016? Are we on pace? Are we behind? Or are we ahead?
We're quite ahead.
Oh, you say that with a coy little smile. I love that, Angie. We're way ahead right now of where we were last year. So we believe that we're going to crack the top 40 or maybe even the top 30 this next year. Angie, what does this mean for your family to be a part of something like this, to be in a place like Hatch Realty that is winning awards, but those awards don't mean anything, but it's about the changing of the lives. So what does that mean for your family?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, I just never, ever dreamt that I'd be a part of something like this. And yeah, for our family, it just means many opportunities. And I get to come to work every day, and it's like coming to see your family, your extended family at work every day.
I appreciate that. And I always say that family is one of those things that you love, and so you want to hug them, but you can also choke them by just moving your arms up, because family can make you crazy sometimes. And we
Right.
can sometimes make each other crazy because we're challenging each other to get better every day. Mark, I want to bring you up because you have kind of a rags to riches story of a story. Well, maybe not rags, but what were you doing before real estate?
I guess it would be bar rags because I was, I was a bartender or a managing bartender for a couple bars in town here for about 15 years.
That's a tough job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely not a 9 to 5. It's it's a 5 to 3 a.m.
5 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Tuesday through Sunday usually. So it's
If anybody is else like me regurgitating in your mouth just a little bit, because that's 11 hours a day.
Yep.
Through the night, 6 days a week is
Yep.
what you were doing.
and typically through the weekends. Yeah. So
How were you as a father?
it was. I would still say I was a good father. I was just a very tired father.
Okay. So how were you as a person in the community and the society, and how were you taking care of yourself?
I mean, it was pretty much, you sleep when you can and then you go to work. So there wasn't a lot of time to be active in doing things. And yeah, health kind of always falls to the wayside when you don't have much time.
Yeah, it really does. So what's changed in your life now that you've joined the Hatch Realty family? You've been with us over 3 years now. You've been one of the cornerstone members in our rebuild, and you've been one of the quintessential leaders in our company. But how have you changed as a man?
Well, I guess I get to bed before 3 a.m. most nights.
Good.
And I'm able to be around for my kids' events and be present more and be awake when they need to be awake. And I mean, it's the flexibility and the ability to just be there for them has been huge.
You've changed your stars for your family, haven't you, Mark?
Yeah, I would say so. We've definitely been afforded the opportunity to kind of do different things or do more things.
This is a nice segue, actually, because what's happened in your life and in the lives of our entire leadership team is that it's not about this award. And it's really easy for us to get excited about getting recognized, and that's affirmation for what we're doing, and yet that's not why we do it. Why we do what we do is because we want to change our families' lives. This is a selfish job for us. We say, and Rachel covered it, right, as Hatch Realty is in the business of helping people. We just happen to sell real estate. And the people that we help first and foremost are our families. That means that we're present, that we're attentive, that we pay homage to our faith lives, that we put that as the first priority. Every person in our working world gets full flexibility to work first on their family and themselves before we ever want them working with our clients. Because it's the old adage of if you're on a plane and if there's an emergency, they always say put your oxygen mask on first before you help out anybody else. And that's what we're trying to do at Hatch Realty, is we're trying to take care of this core group of people to put their oxygen mask on first, that they're taking care of their own and supporting their families. And when that happens, there will be better workers and dedicated people to our clients. That's the difference maker. That's the secret sauce. That's the growth that we have, is that we are a selfish company, meaning that we're taking care of ourselves first, knowing that that brings our best self to our clients. So if you want to learn more about this, if you are interested in a career, if you have a house to sell or a house to buy, we'd love to be a part of your world, knowing that selfishly we're taking care of ourselves first. And that's how we can deliver the best possible service. So get in contact with us, 369-4839, or connect at livefargomoorhead.com.